So what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. Black Manosphere Appropriation. Gotta do it. So if you were in a Black Manosphere, you've probably laid down the groundwork for the conversation that is in the mainstream and especially social media. And the funny part about it is you might be upset that there are other people who came into that are using the very same talking points or the very same things that that the brothers in the Black Manosphere has been saying for years, and now they're not necessarily affiliated or associated. They're just, the Black Manosphere is going to take all the slings and arrows, and you're going to make the exact content, but do it from a adjacent space, and you might, get more views, more subscribers, quote unquote, more money at the end of the day, without even referencing, hey man, this is where we got this from. And if we were acting like we were woke, it would probably be Black Manosphere Appropriation. And I know people will say, no, that's not true. Yeah, it's very true, because I would say when it comes to these topics, Black men have been talking about it for years, but online, that was a small group of guys. I started off with maybe about 10 to 15, and it grew, and then the Black Manosphere formed out of people trying to flag channels and flag people, and then it was like 25 to 30 people, and all of those people aren't in the Black Manosphere. And then it grew some more to maybe the 45, 50 people. And now you got a bunch of people who are just saying what we've been saying, and a bunch of people who, their podcast could blow because, yo, man, this is a topic from this person and that person, but you're never going to give these people credit, or us people credit, because for some odd reason, when you mention people in the Black Manosphere, it's kind of like a shout-out shadow ban too, which, whatever. And not to say that people were the first to ever have these thoughts of this, that, and the third, because that would be ridiculous. But for people to act like they didn't go down the rabbit hole, per se, of listening to the Black Manosphere, and they didn't implement it all into their lexicon and their talking points and their videos and their content strategy, would be an absolute lie. So, and there are people, men have done it, women have done it, people of non-Black people have done it, Black people who aren't Black Americans have done it, like I said, non-Black people. So, and then you get this thing where people of other races shadow watch, because the same thing that we're talking about is going on in their group, but they don't want to address it in their group because, the Black community is supposed to be the face of dysfunction. But you got to remember, we got social media just like y'all do. We see y'all dysfunction too, because y'all post it too. Y'all post it too. So now we got to play. We're not playing a game. And it looks like, you're using, in a BLM fashion, you're using Black Manosphere's lives, lessons, content, talking points for your own benefit to get yourself a mansion, right? That might be going too far, but, I figure you get the gist of it. And the problem with that is, I can say this for a content creator, for Black men. I think sometimes the Black men are frustrated, and when guys say, we're going to leave the space, that's very much so understandable, because if you leave the space, you'll actually grow, because the guys crab in the barrel you, And then when you're out of the space, they support you more than when you're in the space, which is weird because that's what brothers are seeing. Like, if you're a Black Manosphere adjacent, you get more support from the same people who are subscribed to you, who are in your comment sections, who are super chatting, all that. They'll do that with somebody else better than they will with you, because sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. So maybe you need a fresh voice or fresh face saying the same thing. And sometimes it's Black Manosphere appropriation because you got a younger generation, a younger demographic dealing with the things we were talking about. Now you see this cycle happening all over again, and people got to realize, yo, we might have aged out on certain things, and now that younger people are going through it, they can gravitate to a voice and a face that looks more like their own, but they don't want to be associated with it because they don't want the stigma that goes with it. And the stigma kind of cracks me up because what is really the stigma? Seriously, that you're talking about relationship issues. Are there some guys that can be extreme? Yeah, but are the bulk of guys extreme? No. But so you can appropriate their information and do diet Black Manosphere and be adjacent and not give Black Manosphere credit. But one of my best friends told me something not too long ago. He said, basically, you guys are really creating the culture, and you're mainstream now because these are the conversations that people are having in their day-to-day lives, even when he comes across and sees them while he's at work. So that's why I said it's Black Manosphere appropriation, because all the conversations and the lives and the chats and the interviews, have inspired a whole movement. So, for all the brothers at the Black Manosphere, to all of you appropriated, you're welcome. But like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.